Manifestation needs to be embodied. Manifestation doesn't respond to words, it responds to state. It responds to your energy and what you vibrate, what your aura is saying about how you feel in that exact moment. So, first of all, what is it to be embodied? What is embodiment? What does it mean? So, embodiment is to embody and feel and live your emotions. So, basically, every time we speak about embodiment, it's the way to say that you are feeling what you feel. You are living, vibrating, and expressing throughout your energy, your presence, your expression, what you feel inside. Let's take a very simple example. When you're extremely happy, when something happens that makes you extremely happy, you become very expressive. You may scream, laugh, giggle, and just like move, your body moves. This is embodiment. On the other hand, if I take another example, if you receive a bad news or something that makes you feel sad or angry, you also embody that feeling. You feel it inside your body, in your organs. Your body shrinks in, you can feel tensions. This is embodiment of how you feel, of your state. So it's kind of like the same with manifestation. If you try to manifest without feeling and embodying what you wish to manifest into your life, it doesn't really work. Manifestation works extremely well when you embody what you want to attract in your life. Manifesting with embodiment is feeling and living and moving with the emotion of the assumption that you already have what you're trying to manifest. The missing part to manifestation is embodiment. If you think that manifesting only with your words is enough, it isn't. If you just repeat affirmations or sentences or what you wish, even if you do it on a daily basis but you don't feel it and embody it inside your body, you do not embody the state of that thing that you're trying to manifest. And that's exactly the missing part of manifestation. If you do not embody and if you do not feel it and vibrate already in the frequency of what you're trying to manifest, it often doesn't work. I've heard it already before, you need to assume that you already have what you wish to manifest into your life. You need to assume that you already are the person that you want to be. You need to assume that you already have everything that you wish to attract. So at first, when you hear that, you're like, yes, of course, but how? This is embodiment. It means that if you already assume that you have what you wish you want to have, your energy will vibrate. Your embodiment will help the manifestation to happen into your life. So there are a few distinctions in there. Like, for example, let's take an example very simple. If you wish to attract abundance in your life in terms of money and be basically rich, you don't need to say to everybody that you are rich. That's not how to do embodiment and manifestation. When you say assume that you already are the person you want to be, or assume that you already have what you want to be, it doesn't mean tell everybody that you are rich. It just means that start to vibrate this abundance, this flow, this ease that you wish to attract into your life. It's kind of like stepping out of the state that you are. Like, let's say, for example, if you are in a state of lack, if you are scared of missing money, if you don't feel at ease and don't feel abundant enough, if this is your state, try to vibrate in the state where imagine yourself with that money. Imagine that you have no money problem, no money blocks, that money is flowing your way and you are already abundant. How would you feel? Try to put yourself in that state. And this is the embodiment that you want to use and vibrate when you manifest. So if you are able to feel it, to feel that abundance and ease in your life, and try to act and live your life in that state, this is where ease and abundance will flow your way. It's exactly what it means to embody what you want to manifest. And this is the biggest part to manifesting, embodiment. Energy is everything. And the vibration of your energy and the aura, your aura, like the energy that is spread around you and that is making people looking at you when you enter space. This is what it is to vibrate in a high frequency. The more you want to amplify your life, the more you want to reach higher levels, higher state, more abundance, the more you need to vibrate to that level. So basically, you need to raise your vibration to be able to elevate your life. So now that you understand how it works, let's practice. Ask yourself, what do you wish to attract in your life right now? Who do you want to become? Who do you want to be? What do you want to attract in your life? Try to pick, let's say, 1, 2, or 3 things and write down your affirmations. Remember to not write this affirmation from a place of lack. You need to write it as if it already is. So for example, if you say, I want more money, please, I want more money in my life, please, I would like to meet my soulmate, all these kind of things. This is speaking from a place of lack. You don't want to speak from a place of lack. Otherwise, you're going to still attract these kind of things. You need to vibrate to the higher frequency of thinking you already have that money, you thinking you already have met that person. So basically, to reverse that statement, that lack, and that wish, you don't want to wish, you don't want to need anything, you don't want to want anything. You want to be grateful for what you already have, right? So, for example, if you wish to attract more money, you do not say, I want, I wish, I would like. No. You're grateful for this money flowing your way, etc., etc. Like basically, it would be, I'm grateful for the money flowing with ease. And it's the same for your soulmate or your person. It's not like, I want to meet a man, da 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 da. No, it's like, I'm grateful for this man. So if you were to write these affirmations, it would be, I'm deeply grateful for the ease into my life, the flow of abundance coming my way with ease. I'm grateful for this energy and this flow of money coming in and out of my life with abundance. I'm grateful for that person, this man that is choosing me and I'm choosing back. I'm grateful for his presence. I'm grateful for who he is. And I'm grateful for all this time spent together and all this love. So this is the place you want to speak from. Gratitude. You want to speak from your heart. So try to list what you really want. Try to identify what you are lacking right now and from which place you're talking from, right? And so then you try to reverse it and write it as if like from place of gratitude. So if you don't know how to do this, you can always ask ChatGPT. You can explain what I just told you, that you don't want to write your affirmations from a place of lack, but from a place of you already have, from a place of gratitude. And then once you have your affirmations, it would be nice to do it daily. It would be nice to practice this daily. So every morning, every evening, having a moment of gratitude, and to be able to embody it, you need to sit, ground yourself, connect with yourself, and be present. And then maybe you can read in your mind these lines and imagining your life. What would be your life with what you wish? Like, try to let your imagination take yourself on a journey to imagining what it would be. And then suddenly, if you really start to go in your imagination and you see how happy you are and everything, you start to feel, you start to embody. And this is where, from this place of excitement, this place of fulfillment, this place of happiness, trust, lightness, and just like, yeah, like just wholeness, I would read it out loud, morning, evening. This is what I recommend because I feel that the power of the voice is very, very strong. That's it. Now you just need to take your notebook, connect with yourself, see what you really want to attract in your life, and just do the work and feel it deeply.